So hello everyone. In this video we are going to start unit 3 of paper 2. Okay. In this video we are going to discuss the structure and nature of traditional Indian society social system. Okay. This unit is 3.1 and here we are going to deal with particularly 5 to 6 topics. All right. Which include first is the ashrams. The second one is varnashram, basically varn and then ashram. Third, the topic that we are going to do is Purushartha. The third topic is Purusharth. Okay. Fourth topic is Karma. Fifth topic is Rin. Sixth topic is Rebirth. Alright. So, without wasting a time, we are going to discuss these topics in this video. Now, before starting everything, I want you to look at this particular diagram. Okay. You will find this diagram everywhere, but this diagram is very important and you should be able to draw this diagram in exam. As far as the Indian society is concerned, we have ashrams. Now what do I mean by ashram is not something where the people live. Okay, this ashram is different. What do I mean by it? It is a stage of life, stages of life. Now these stages of life are different. Okay, for example, it starts with the birth of a child. Child achieves its adolescence, it becomes mature, it gets married, then there are a lot of responsibilities here. Then after that, person detaches himself from the family, he dwells in forest, and then finally dies. So this is basically a cycle from birth to death, right? And the freedom from this cycle of birth and death is called as samsara. So samsara means that a person is free from this cycle, that is birth and death. It means that the person has achieved moksha. All right. Now, what do I mean by this is a simple fact that society in general is like we believe in certain sort of faith. Now, there are certain faiths which believe in soul. Soul means the spirit that we have inside. Now, on moksha, the spirit will become united with the Almighty. This is something we call it as a moksha. And when this moksha happens, then there is a freedom from the cycle of birth and death. Now, many of us, they want to be immortal. They want to have a life 10,000 years, 15,000 years, 20,000 years, and maybe like they want to be immortal. But in reality, this immortality is something which is desire. And what is the want of human being is basically moksha. Now the simple thing about moksha is that it is freedom. It is freedom from birth and death. Basically, moksha is samsara. Okay, so once a person has understood this, we are going to move with a little thing that is going to be, we will be discussing that. So just we'll talk about it and then we'll move forward. When person is born until the person is unmarried, okay, we call it as brahmacharya ashram. brahmacharya shram. When person is married, okay, he is doing all his responsibilities and duties, we call him as grihastha ashram. Grihastha shram. Now person basically detaches himself from the family, okay. He start giving his more time to the world, non-worldly or otherworldly affairs. Here person detaches himself from a family life slowly and gradually. We call it as vanaprasthashram. Vanaprasthashram. Van means forest. So here usually a person leaves his home and lives in forest. And last is sannyasashram. Sannyasashram. Sannyas ashram means that a person will be a wanderer. Now, what do I mean by wanderer is that he has no home, no family, no attachment, complete detachment, complete detachment, and he will basically spend his life preaching what he believes, what the religion is, etc. So, this is about the sannyas ashram. Next is there are some purushartha. Purushartha. Purusharth, by the name itself, it suggests earth. These are basically certain rules, guidelines, so certain things that is expected from human being, and we call them as dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Now you know this moksha. Moksha is basically something that a person truly wants. That is freedom from, I'll write it as samsara, freedom from birth and death. That is what moksha is, and that is something which everyone wants. Dharma basically means duty. Dharma means duty. That what is my role in this thing, okay, in this world? What is my duty? And what is right? What is wrong? Understanding the difference between that. That is basically dharma. And when we move up the ladder, that is brahmacharya ashram, grihastha ashram, vanaprastha ashram, and sannyas ashram, for all these stages, dharma is central. Dharma is central. What do I mean by this is, okay, so to everything dharma is central means you need dharma here, you need dharma here, you need dharma here, and you need dharma here. Okay, so dharma is something basically a duty that one has to do. It is a moral duty. One has to understand what is right and wrong, and that difference is dharma. Arth basically means wealth, prosperity. This is artha. Kam is pleasure. It include both material and non-material, spiritual. Okay, so this is basically about purushartha. So we are going to start this topic with good energy. Okay, so here let us take a close look at it. So this is the diagram of varna. How many varnas are there? There are basically four varna: Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, and then these are untouchables. Okay, so this is basically a varna. This varna is basically occupation occupation based. Okay, this is occupation based. Is it clear? This is not something which is based on what do I say, birth. This is something which is completely dependent on one particular part, that is achievement, that what person has achieved in his or her life. Okay, so next we move forward. Okay, so next is purushartha. We have understood what purusharthas are. Purusharthas are these: dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Clear? Okay, so sorry for this thing. Okay, so PV Kane, he is a scholar. He has written a book, History of Dharma Shastra. So whenever a question comes from unit 3.1, you must write the name of this particular scholar, that is PV Kane, History of Dharma Shastra. Is it clear? All right. So moving forward, wait is okay. So we will be doing this thing because of some glitches. I need to record this thing. So we'll continue from this in the next video. Thank you for watching.